morning. I won't be looking at the camera too much because I'm trying to stay safe. Again, we want to EV on a European trip. We leave on Friday. It's the 16th. Do what we did a year and a half ago. We're going to go around Europe in an electric car, and we will document a few bits along the way for those that might be wanting to do something similar. We're going to be taking it from the UK. We're going to head to France, into Germany, then up to Czech Republic to see the family, which is our goal, midpoint. And then on the way back, we'll be coming back through, we'll make a couple of other stops along the way, coming back into Netherlands, tunnel, a shuttle, and then heading back through home in a couple of weeks' time. We did it before. We're doing a different route slightly. We're going to take in Strasbourg, going down through the lakes, Lake Como. Going to stay there for a little bit, a couple of days down there, and then we're going to come back up. We're taking in Vienna, Czech Republic, Frankfurt, then into Netherlands and staying just outside Amsterdam. So different route, and we want to just document how easy the journey was to put people's mind at rest if you're looking to start the journey. We did the same. I think I've said in my last video, we are indebted to Mr. EV, who without him wouldn't have given us the confidence to jump in the car and go for it. So that's where we are. An experience I will replicate this time round, and going into it completely without any concern. Before, I was worried about distance and the range of the car and the distance we'd be going, and would we get to charging stations, and how the road's going to be, and will we ever find charge? Anyway, it was just all of the kind of questions you get thinking it's a non-conventional way of driving. You stop at a petrol station, you put petrol in, you move to the next one. It could be 10 miles away, it could be 15 miles away. There's always a petrol station, you fill up, happy days. EVs are slightly different. You've got to plan for it, you know your range, but it's the same principle. As long as you know your range and your fuel tank, you've got no problems. France, Germany, we went through last time. Czech Republic had good charging networks, and it's probably going to be better now, a year and a half, 2 years on. We were concerned that we wouldn't find those stations, but to be fair, every fuel stop service area we stopped at, there were 6 or 7 chargers. Ionity, always 6 there. And other charging network across the range was fantastic. So we could have stopped any garage and charged without any problems. We did it. We had a coffee, we had lunch, made it half an hour quick trip. We're lucky enough to have the larger battery pack on this EV6. Slightly higher charging rates. Well, much higher charging rates of up to 350 kilowatt. Although I don't think we've ever seen that. I think the highest we've ever seen is about 220 or something, 226. It's never going to be 350, but it's got the capacity to do that in the future, should we ever get that far. But on the whole, we could stop, we could have lunch. By the time we got back to the car, it was either 80% charged, or if we stayed a bit longer, fully charged. So we can't fault that. It's been a breeze driving before, and this time we'll go again. And we'll try and highlight some of the things that we find that might inspire or help other people get out there and just make it happen, do it without any fear of what's the consequences. Just grab the car, charge before you go, plan your route. I think it's the same with everything. As long as you plan the routes, is key. There are a couple of other things to consider as well in terms of the insurance side of it. That's standard European cover, breakdowns, all the usual bits. And a couple of things for Paris or France, some of the bigger cities. You'll need the Leclerc sticker, which is a green EV sticker, a bit like our ULEVs and various other things here. Big cities, they will require you to have a sticker, display it. One thing we didn't get last time, because we kind of cut through Germany and borders, we didn't really stop in any major cities, but there is a German variant of that particular environmental badge as well, which you have to apply and display. Now, apparently, for anybody not displaying it, I don't know how they monitor that, police it. It's not done on cameras, it's just done if you haven't got it in the car and you stop, then there may be a fine kind of thing. That's how so we've had to get that. That's nice and easy. You apply through environmentalbadges.com, I think it was over here. It was dispatched within 24 hours of making the application, and all it is your car details and registration, ownership detail. That's it. Send it over. It was acknowledged within 24 hours and it was with us. You go, get the Lacree sticker before you go. That was another week. I applied for it, it came, it was a green screen. That was it. And the same with the environmental badge. Holland, we're not driving through any major cities. We're driving through some of the bigger roads, but not into environmental areas or green zones. So that should be fine. And if it isn't, we will grab a badge en route. But from what I can see, it's only France and Germany that needs that. And that's about it, really. So I'll try and condense this on the way back and see how easy it was and show you how easy it was. And if it helps you, that's all we want to do. So thank you for our inspiration and our mentor, Mr. EV. And I hope that we can do something similar from our point of view. So on the return, we'll see you then. Take care. Bye-bye. And I thought I'd just run through a couple of little things, just planning the route now. A couple of days before we go, make sure we've got it all together. So quickly, to make sure, always print a copy. I know, saving the planet and all that, but trying to recycle paper at the end of it, happy days. Insurance aspects, we do HSBC, so with that we get our worldwide travel insurance for the family. We get the car breakdown. Every bank has its own version of that. We pay a monthly fee. Mobile phone insurance, breakdown covers all there, and yeah, trips covered, business trips, etc. Everything is there. So I print a copy of that with all the contact numbers should I need it if we're abroad, and what to do, how to do it. Next thing, car insurance, to make sure we are covered abroad. So European countries, just double checking that. GB. Legal cover in all countries, part of the EU and some other European countries. So car insurance is done with the AA. So we're happy with that, that's all good. Keep a copy of that with me. Shuttle, we're going over on the train, Eurotunnel, the shuttle, so take the booking, take the reference details, numbers, etc., hard copy of that, plus a copy of all our bookings throughout the stay, the hotels that we are going to stay in. The little hostels and various bits and pieces all along the way. So I've got a hard copy of all of those from the website. Then, yeah, just a copy of insurance details, certificate of motor insurance, so we have a copy of that with us. And then the last couple of bits and pieces, the vehicle on hire, because ours is a lease car with work, we have to have a VE 103A, yeah, 103A. The vehicle on hire to say we're taking it out of the country, and to let our lease company know that it's going out of the country, from which date to which date. There's valid for a year, so we've got plenty of time on that. We sent that through without any charge at all. 2 or 3 days it was in the post and with us. AA, obviously car insurance, driver's guide and what to do if you break down. That's all part of the insurance, so we've got that covered as well. In France we need a Lacree sticker, which is their green version, their ULEV, the sticker you displayed if you're going to Paris and some of the big major cities. You'll need that through France. And then this one, which is the German variation, which is the Umwelt, I think it is. We got it from environmentalbadge.com, company based in the Czech Republic. Within 5 days, it was dispatched within 24 hours. And then it was with us in about 3 or 4 days after that. So environmentalbadge.com, send across, and then they send you the sticker. That's called the Umwelt zones, which are all the major city centres. Because we're going to be stopping in some of the big city centres, we will need that, otherwise incur fines, etc. There are Austrian badges as well, which you might need, and there are other countries as well. So just before you go, just check with each one to make sure you are driving through and requiring it. This is for obviously for an EV. That will cover us for the whole duration of the trip. And that's about it. Yeah, got the sticker for France, got the Umwelt badge for Germany. We are good to go. We'll have a quick look at the A Better Route Planner software to show you that briefly. I'll switch cameras, have a little look, and I will put in a couple of details and show you roughly what it looks like. This is it's the equivalent of the Tesla software on the car that you punch in the stops however many you want to go to, and it will take care of that, show you where your charging station is, etc, etc. Tesla to Tesla to Tesla to Tesla, that's quite easy because we charge at different stations. you have the option to put in the high-speed chargers that you want. You prefer, we like Ionity. It's a bit more expensive, but it's faster for the higher-powered charging in the car. And yeah, you can put that in then, and just the app will do its thing and take you there. So I'll show you that briefly. Okay, so we're going to Bristol Airport, over to Tesla, Folkestone, which is over here. We know that's the Eurotunnel entrance because that's where it is. And then we are going to go and add a waypoint. So we know where we're going to be going after here. We are going to Calais. And we can do the port, that's fine. And then we can add in another stop, another waypoint. We know where we're going. So we'll add that in, which is within Calais, so that's where we're heading. And then from Calais, we are going across to Strasbourg. So I won't do all of this, but I'm just showing you how easy this is to plan it. Strasbourg. And this now shows the journey into Strasbourg. Destination arrivals. I'm going to make sure we've got 25% minimum, just so we've got a bit of leeway. Charger stops. Yep, few. And let's leave it at that for now, because I know we're going to go from Strasbourg over to Lake Como. So we'll add in this waypoint as well. See what comes up. Lake Como, Trieste. And that's where we're heading, down through Switzerland, apart. And then we'll end up coming back round to Westendorf. I'm just going to do a few of these so we can see where. Westendorf now, and then from Westendorf into Vienna, and that will add in roughly. You can fine tune the detail later, but that's roughly where we're going now, and we're ending up in the Czech Republic. Over here, little town in Czech, and that takes us back over here. So let's leave it at that. We'll do the first leg over X amount of days. Once you've added them all in here and tweaked it to your 25% destination arrival, you can click on plan and let the app do the work. And this will now plan the route and add in the stops for you. But then you can use this app on your mobile. Once it's planned it all, it saves it to your mobile, and you can just use that on Apple CarPlay. So there we go. It shows leaving Bristol, getting into Folkestone, charging at the Tesla. There are other chargers there, but I'm just showing you for example. 37 minutes on charge. You can do that while we're waiting for the ferry, for the train. Then out of Calais, almost with a full charge. Down here to, sorry, that's Tesla, but this is Ionity, I think. Ionity badge there. So charging there on Ionity for 17 minutes. That will then take us to this point. Another 21-minute charge here. A charge in Strasbourg. 11 minutes at Shell here. 25 minutes at Ionity here. 27 minutes at Ionity there. Another Shell charge, 18 minutes up here. 22 minutes just on the borders. Going back into Czech Republic, and then because we're staying over here, yeah, there we go, takes us along the rivers back into Czech, and we should arrive in Czech with the required 25% because we've set that as our kind of guided, 27% we get there. There we go. And this is good because it shows you roughly where you are, what charging station you're going to be at, for how long, 16 minutes, 20% to 63, 20% to 95. So it does it all for you. I mean, I will fine tune these to exactly where we're going, but this gives you a good idea how long it's going to take overall. 26 hours is like over 4 days, which we're doing this. 8 charges. And that's it, 55 minutes on the train, 26 hours of driving, 6 hours a day, 4 days, and then we can drive it. What we'll do now is we'll just save that as a plan. It will call it Bristol Airport 2024. Save that. So let's just log back into that to show you. ABRP route planner. Click on that. And it's all here for you. Leave it a couple of minutes and then it will take you back to where you want to be. There we go. Back with the plans again. Now if I wanted to change this, let's say Tesla Folkestone, I'll just click on the settings, replace the charger. I think NG is also where we charged last time. And that's at the port, so we just replace that. Charger details. Go back now. There we go. So now, I know there's an Ionity stop here, which is fine, and we are charging here. So now we're charging at Folkestone. You can just take that out and replace it. That's the nice thing about this thing. There's the Tesla point, which it was recommending earlier. We've replaced that here with this one, which is fine. Charging here for 41 minutes, which by the time we get there, we can leave it on charge. Gets us across the bridge. And there are other charging points across, once we've gone across the tunnel. From Calais, there's a couple of Ionities along the way, and this shows you where they all are, which is nice. And you can click on one, it'll tell you what it is. Power Dot, never heard of that one, but they're everywhere. And you can just dive off whenever you want to and pick one up if you need to along the way. If you didn't get a full charge in Folkestone, you can pick up a charge at Calais, and back along the route there'll be charging points shown all the way down through. And you can use your charger route off and do that, but hopefully it gives you a bit of an idea of ABRP. Transfer it to your phone, your app is there, you click on save routes within the app and do exactly the same, drive. This will then show you battery levels. Currently, this is obviously not live data. You can change the plan, you can view alternative charge stations if you want to as you go. That's one of the things that I like about ABRP. I won't do it now because it's not a live system. But there we go, 26 hours and 41 minutes worth of driving. 2 hours, 3 hours of charging, 8 charges, 55 minutes going across the water, and it will show you ratings of each charger. Ionity here, low Ionity, it's 21 to 80 in 21 minutes, so 60% straight in. And your details, and it will show you live on the screen as a mapping system, mapping software. Hope that helps.